Go.
Hi, Bove. So, I was thinking for this week's project I'd do something different. Because before I was just kind of, writing stuff or I do a video for a little bit. This time it's a video too, but it's about a recipe. Because you see, one day I was at home, I had nothing to eat. Well, I had stuff in the fridge, there was no breakfast. So I thought I would whip something together. And really, you can eat this meal at any time, but let's go have a look. Hi. So, as you can see, I just finished chopping up roughly 2 handfuls, equal parts purple cabbage and onion. That's a little too big. Okay, and so basically the main parts of this dish is these 2 ingredients that we're going to be adding to the pan shortly: ground beef and egg. And then you throw in some seasoning to give it a little salt, a little pepper, kind of spice things up, if you know what I'm saying. So I'll come back to you right after these are in the pot. Look at that. Listen to the sizzle. That's how you know it's good. Alright, so with these, we're just going to be cooking them till they're a nice golden brown. That's when they really start getting in the good flavor. And if I can just bring your attention over here, we're going to let them sit.
Did you?
We'll get the star of the dish. Ground beef. Now see, with this part, it's sort of, you can do whatever you want, ad blanche as they say, but at first thing you want to do is, with this amount, I'd say about 3 shakes of salt, and maybe a 4th. And then I really like pepper, so just go to town. And 1 more for good measure. That'll probably be good. Now, we're going to add this, with just for a tiny bit, just a little pinch of equal parts cinnamon and sugar. Just kind of sprinkle that over there. A healthy dosing of Taco Original. We're not sponsored.
Wow.
And then just a tad, some paprika. Give it a little seasoning.
Oh no.
That's okay. Cooking is all about mistakes. Just take some more. Maybe a little more. Some flavors sometimes need to balance each other out. And if life was perfect, we wouldn't exist. So I added a little too much paprika. Just add a little bit more ingredients. Sort of tie it all together. And then you're just going to take that, give it a nice mix so that all the meat on every side is completely covered. Don't worry about spillage. I mean, you shouldn't, but these things happen. Cooking is about making mistakes and learning from it. Okay, so when you next see me, this will be in the pan. Those onions will be beautiful. I'll see you then.
Fine.
Quick addendum, you should always be stirring your onions. I just took a little break to add to the experience of the show. But as you can see, mine got a little burnt in that time, but that's okay. Like I said, it's all about the journey. And those little burnt edges, they're just going to add more flavor to the overall experience. I'll see you when I have the meat.
1.
Alright, and now the onions looking nice. A little burnt, but as I say, it all adds to our journey. And now we're just going to take all of the meat, plop it into the pan, and just stir it up. I might need to use a spatula, but let's not. Just don't want it to stick as it's doing, so just make sure you're moving it around. You're not making a hamburger, you're making kind of like a fajita type dish. And I should say that this dish is very modular. Its ingredients, the way I'm showing it to you, is just the way I like it. Really, as in all things, you can It's really just up to your own personal taste. Now we're going to have a quick cut here as I go get a better spatula.
1.
Alright, so now that our meat's being cooked and it's sizzling nicely, we're going to add another little pizzazz to this dish. 3 small eggs that have been thoroughly beaten. So we're going to add that in there. And then same old. We're just going to mix that all together and let it cook till those eggs are done. And then we're going to put this all into a tortilla. Now there's a little trick I'm going to show you in a little bit too. Alright, put it in. As you can see, it's all done, so we're just going to take it off the burner, set it aside, and then bring out tortilla. Now with this, you might want to turn it down just a tad bit. I was on 6 on the scale. Turn it down to between 6 and 5, maybe up if you want it to be quick. And you just want to make the tortilla a little cooked. You don't want it to drag, otherwise the bits of it will stick to the burner and burn. But yeah, just bring it across. Keep like that till the edges start to get firm. They'll start to crack. And then it's about ready. And lots of people have their own technique. I just like to go in nice circles, drag it a little bit. Keeping it not too quick, not too slow. Want it to meet the heat, mingle with it, and yeah. I think I'm a little impatient to try this before it gets too cold. So a few more rotations, and I think it's good. Turn that off, pop it down. And then you can top with other veggies you want. I'm going to use some cabbage, some spinach, and some cilantro. I'll get back to you with it on a plate ready to eat. Alright, now you see we've got it plated up on just what I had in the kitchen. And I'm going to be adding some ingredients I also failed to mention earlier. But the oil I used was olive oil. Not olive oil, avocado oil. But any substitute will do. As you can see, any olive oil-like oil will make beautiful. I mean, just look at that. That's wonderful. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Now first, a nice bed of spinach. Sure, drape that over there. Then some roughly chopped cabbage over the top, and then a few sprigs of cilantro for taste. And really right there, it's as simple as that. In 30-ish minutes, 7-ish for you, you can have a nice filling meal at any time of the day. And great part I like especially about this is that it's just so modular. You can use any type of meat, any type of greens. You don't even need a tortilla. You could just put this in a bowl. It's filling, it's easy to make, it's just delicious. I hope you try it both, and I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.